an honor, the little that I could do. An honor, a privilege. Chris was an incredible human being, and the more and more I got to know him, the more I delved into the source material that Taya, opened her lives to me and Sienna and the rest of the crew and the cast, and it wasn't lost on us every day we were on the set. It felt like a real privilege, and anytime other vets came on the set, it felt like a safe place for them to be too, and it was, and then all with Clint Eastwood at the helm, it was just pretty incredible. But to be able to play somebody like Chris and to tell his story, or a part of his story, a part of their story, he and Taya's, the hope is that others will relate to it, and people who aren't educated to what the 1% of our population that defend our freedom do will hopefully maybe think twice about maybe helping them as they come home.
But the Chris Kyle Frog Foundation was something that just was born out of Chris's love and service, and something that I feel very passionately about, serving not only just our veterans, but our first responders. They go through a lot of the same issues that veterans do. So the more we can do to help their marriages and their families, I feel is going to be extraordinary. Clint Eastwood and Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller, Jason Hall, the screenwriter, together made a team that was unbelievable. I really feel like the results are extraordinary, to the point where I really don't know how they did it as well as they did. It's a very natural, beautiful thing for me to watch it, because it really is Chris and it really is our life.
Good evening. You guys hear me? First of all, I just want to say thank you. What an honor it is to be here, to be on stage with these two, and to be in front of all you guys. And on behalf of Clint Eastwood and Sienna Miller and the rest of the cast and Warner Brothers, this is the reason why we do it, to be here. And we've had the past couple of days have been pretty amazing. All we tried to do was just tell Chris's story and be as truthful as we possibly could. And if we got one nugget of his truth, one nugget of his real life and the relationship that they had, that maybe people could watch this movie and relate to it. And those who are unfamiliar with the plight of the men and women who protect this country, maybe they'll think twice about wanting to help vets who come home.
It's an honor to be able to be here, obviously, to represent Chris, a man who is truly one of a kind, and someone I'll love my whole life deeply. He changed my life, changed my world, truly to my soul. I feel like God put us together for a very good reason, and has changed me not only in Chris's life, but in his death. I've continued to grow, and I feel be a better person. So to have you here to join with me in kicking off a foundation that represents all that Chris stood for, all that I stand for, to represent the care that the community feels for military marriages. The tagline, if you haven't seen it, is basically God and country, honoring both, to serve families who serve, and that's for our first responders and our veterans. We have a lot of police officers here tonight, and they truly had Chris's heart. They have my heart, always will.